Hi, and welcome to Coffee and Conversation. I'm Julie Nelson. I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator for Great Rivers United Way. Our topic today involves internet type things, how to do an efficient Google search, some keyboard shortcuts that will make it easier, a little bit about phone apps, and even some brain building video games that you might enjoy. Our speaker today is Jason Rodgers, so let's drop in and see what Jason has to say.
There are four things I'd like to talk about today. The first is how we can narrow our search using a technique to, I think, further focus and tailor the search results that we're looking for. I'd also like to talk about how we can trust our results using a checklist of things that we can use to, I'd say, assess and evaluate the web pages that we get back from Google. Three, I'll talk about the general keyboard shortcuts that I use on a regular basis and to speed the process even further. And if there's time, I'll talk about the Google Play Store, general questions about that, and also a website I found that I thought might be interesting too. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much what I had planned today. But yeah, to start us off here, I'd like to share my screen here. Just a second. Okay. Okay. So for this first tip I'd like to talk about is narrowing the search. I'd say the top tip I can give for this is to use quotation marks. That is, we put the keywords in the double quotes, and that's actually going to help us narrow things down quite a bit. Um, so I'll just open a new window here. Okay, go to Google. Okay, and I'll just do a kind of a compare and contrast. And if there's anything I can clarify at any time, please let me know. Definitely. But so for the first search, I like to do this without the quotation marks. So I'll start with something like stars in the night sky. Okay, so I'm just looking at the results here, and I see that part of what I was looking for seems to be included. Um, I see star, I see night sky, I see uh, things that seem to be kind of related, but I'm not sure if this is exactly what I'm searching for. So what I'd like to do now is compare and contrast this search. I'll open a new window. I just did a Control N to do that. It just opens a new window in Google. So here I'll go to Google again. And I'd like to try this same search, stars in the night sky. And I'm going to do this with double quotation marks. Okay, press enter. So now I'm looking at the results, and I see that we have pretty much as I put in the quotations, the results that I wanted. And this to me seems to be more relevant, I think, and more what I was looking for. And so the reason for this is that when we do searches on Google and we don't include the other quotation marks, we can get results back, say at the beginning of the page, at the middle or the end, or perhaps even in a context that might not be relevant. And so what searching with quotation marks does is it signals, or it tells Google that we would like an exact match of what we're searching for. That is the same order that we specify the words in the search. So we have stars in the night sky. So this brings back the web pages that that match contain this ordering of words. And this can actually be quite quite a good way to help with the search. Yeah, so kind of
when you do that, does that also get rid of the ads? Because oftentimes when you do a Google search, the first things that are at the top of the page are paid sites.
right. Well, that if it is an ad, it there would be some indication that like there's an ad on the other side, kind of. And I have ad blocker on, but so yeah, but yeah, in general, that's um, just a way to narrow that down. But kind of building on this, I also want to talk about, for instance, if we're looking for these same words in a specific site, another thing I could do is type in site and the website that I'm looking for these specific keywords, if there are any that contain. So, for example, I might try something like PB. Here, I'll and, yeah, I can pbs.org, and it's the same search, and I'm just wondering if maybe PBS has any results. So it looks like there's some. I have stars in the night sky, things definitely. Yeah, so this is another way to, for example, I could try another website too, maybe like NPR. See if, and yeah, just kind of what NPR has with the sequence of keywords. This is also another great way to kind of narrow the search, and it's definitely I think it's definitely a good thing to have. Sure, and also I can I have printouts actually I can make of all these, and if anybody would like one, I can make those too.
Yeah, if you're able to send those to me digitally, I'll send them out to the group, and that everyone can
definitely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Also, kind of let's see, one more thing I can say with a search like this is if I wanted to specify a file type, for example, with this search, PDF is widely used. It's a format to use across different computers and things. But so, for example, this is just taking the same search, and so I put file type here and PDF. And if I try that, if there are any results, this also shows us some things related to that search. Yeah, kind of a way to get more results and things like that. Yeah, definitely. Sure. The second point actually I'd like to talk about is how we can trust our results. Kind of a way that we can view, I think, each one of the websites that we get back, and kind of I think, assess and evaluate what we're getting. So what I'd like to talk about is the different. They are called domain extensions, and these are the end of a website name. For example, like Google dot Google.com. So this it's the part here after the dot, and other examples are things like let's see, .edu or um, .gov, and also .org. And so what these domain extensions do is they give us an idea about what the website is about. For example, if we're talking about a .com, then things like business, commerce, revenue generation, things like that are kind of what we're talking about. And it's not always to say that we can't get great information from a .com, but it just kind of helps with the search. Yeah, and for example, if we contrasted that with a .edu, say .edu site. Here, for example, more of the focus I think would be on learning and things in the classroom and stuff like that. So that's definitely. There's also for sure organizations that help that are great for the community all across the world, really. .org. And these organizations have great information as well. I think that it's really really great to always check out the .orgs and things like that. But yeah, so as far as kind of assessing the information we get, yeah, that's just kind of something to look for. Is .com. Yeah, .net. There also there's .net and things like .co or .co, kind of less, maybe less common, but yeah, just something
So is there
something.
an extension that if it came up, that would be an indicator that it's a fake site of some sort?
That is I don't know about the fake site. What I can say though is that some of the advertisements, it's tough to say, but the site, I think in general is I don't know if if it's a fake site, but I think what we're best off doing is if we stick to the well-known websites and things of that sort, it makes the search, I think, a lot more efficient. And another thing is that a lot of the time, if the search result is good, there are other websites out there that link to it, and that also makes it kind of a way to boost I'd say the trustworthiness of the website. And yeah, for sure. But actually, another thing we can do is if we look at a let's see. Like for example, if I were to go, just try NPR, and let's see. Actually, what I want to show is that the website author is oftentimes we can get a lot of information there too. Say, for example, the author might also have a website of their own. They could have a blog or a LinkedIn. And a lot of the time that definitely shows, as far as the results that we have a good result. And we definitely can use that too.
So one time I was shopping for Keen sandals, the brand name Keen, Keen, and I found a site that was advertised and had a sale on the Keen. So I ordered them through there. It sure looked legit. They had the Keen logo. They had several of the styles that I'm familiar with. And it
Sure.
turned out to be a fake site that I lost my money doing that. So
Yeah.
I could have known, or
Actually, I think it kind of it's easier to go to sites that are I'd say like Amazon or Walmart, for instance, Walmart.com. That's what I do, and I always try to see if I can find what I'm looking for online, and it, uh, it can be tough to I think verify all the time the websites and things. But if we do use like Amazon.com and Walmart or so some sort of a company website, if it's like Target or say one of the stores, if they have a website, uh, that's a kind of a better way of kind of checking. But yeah, no, I definitely see your point, and for sure.
okay, thanks.
Oh, sure. Uh, yeah. So the third point that I'd like to talk about, and I think I can always cover this stuff again if anyone would like. For example, is the keyboard shortcuts, and so what? Here, I'll just. Okay, so what I'll do is these are the keyboard shortcuts that I use on a regular basis, and they're they're quite yeah. For example, I'll just here I'll just X it out. And, okay, so if I'm on Google and I have a window open and I'd like to open a new window, I can do the keyboard shortcut. This would be Control, holding the Control key, which is under the Shift key, and to the it's on the left side of the keyboard. So and also on the right too. But so if I hold the Control key and I do push N, that brings a new window. And this is great because if we're trying to verify information or go back and forth, for example, which I find myself doing quite a bit. Yeah, so say for example, I have, let's see, two windows open, and if I would like to have three windows, so now I have three windows open, and so I just use Control N for all those. And so now if I'd like to move between those windows, what I could do is this wouldn't be the Control key, but it would be the Alt key. It's ALT. It's right next to the space bar. And so I would hold the Alt key, and while I hold the Alt key, I push Tab, and that brings up all the windows and or applications that I have open. And this is a way to just kind of move between the windows or work that's open, and it is great, really, I think, to if we have multiple projects and things open. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about was We could also have, in addition to Windows being open, we could have, say, now I'm just using the keyboard shortcut Control T, and Control T opens a new tab. And so now that I have the tabs open, I can move between the windows and applications, and also say if I want to switch to a different tab. Another way I could do this is if I hold the if I hold the Control key and I use the page up key, and I can move through the windows. And this is another way. I can also, for example, if I wanted to switch, Google has a lot of different ways to do this, but another way might be to, if I want to go to the third tab, if I hold Control and I press, no, it's kind of hard to, okay.
So when you say a tab, that's different from a window because it could be like a Word document or an Excel or something like that. Is that correct, or am I wrong?
Oh, no, that's correct. So it's kind of like if we have different, like for example, if I had Excel open on one window and say I had some other windows open, I like to think of a window as kind of like a session, kind of separate from the other ones. So if I have three windows open, I like to think of it as three different, I think three different sessions, and each one's kind of by how to say, kind of its own. But the windows are, or rather the tabs. This is where I could, like, say for example, I could go to a bunch of different websites and have them open on the screen, and yeah, I could just switch between with things like Control page up or page down. Control, and if you push the number of the counting starts at 1, or rather the tab. So if I have the first tab here, and I apologize for the screen again, I was trying to, okay, so yeah, if I wanted to go to the third tab, I would I could do a Control 3 or a Control 2, maybe Control 1. Also, there's you could try a Control, holding the Control key and doing a tab, and that goes too. And there are a bunch of different ways to do this, and I have all these written down, kind of as a reminder. Yeah, just different things that can definitely I think, yeah, help a lot. And
So that'd
oh,
be
for
really
sure.
handy if, like, say you were writing a paper on your stars in the night sky and you had 3 different websites up and you kind of wanted to refer to them
Yeah.
back and forth.
Oh, for sure. That definitely. Yeah, and also I was going to say, if there's more that I can research or anything, if anyone would like, I'd be happy to do that as well.
I have a question.
Sure.
I think if I'm following you correctly, there are multiple ways to switch from one site to the next, or the tabs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do you have a favorite, which is the simplest? Because I think I would stick to one method and not.
Oh, sure.
The rest.
Oh, no, definitely. Yeah, I find that most often, if it's tabs, I probably just I think I just do just hold the control key and push tab to kind of yeah, just move through those. I also I use the Alt and Tab key quite a bit, but that's mainly it. Yeah, kind of um, yeah. So moving. I mean, also it kind of depends on the keyboard too. On some keyboards have the page up and page down, and some others they have different designs, but I think the control tab kind of works on all the. Although for Macs, I'm not 100%. I think it's Command tab, but I'm more of a Windows than Mac. So yeah, but yeah, for sure that's some of the keyboard shortcuts with that, and yeah. Um, are there anything else I can answer, or sure? Yeah. Then let's see. So for the Google Play Store, yeah, I want to talk about that briefly. So here I'll this play community. For example, this is the website here. If there are any questions regarding and using the Google Play Store, but mostly it's with the phone. It's pretty. I'd say it's pretty intuitive. They designed the things like if they need something to be or if, configured, you can go into the menu and kind of check the different things are kind of laid out in a way to kind of group things together. But yeah, if there's any interest in the Google Play Store, I had to go here as well. I found it the other day, Google Play community. So this is for things like apps. The Google Play Store has here a store. Yeah, yeah. So for yeah, so the ad kind of there in the corner, but yeah. So Google Play, and I'm on a Windows right now, so this wouldn't actually for Windows computer wouldn't work, but on a say a phone that uses Google's Android operating system, you could pretty much search for everything from apps. I'll,
So, Jason, one thing I found in a lot of these apps is they ask me for my location or access to my contacts and all that. Like,
yeah, yeah.
should I say yes? Should I say no? Should I limit it?
Yeah, I do see what you mean with that. Some of the from what I read, it really depends on the well, Google has its own policies, but then the developer of the app, I guess that depends as well. But I do see what you mean. Yeah, but as far as the apps go, I mean, I've personally there's a here. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, I've used the Google Play Store to use the Libby app. This is kind of for libraries, the public library, but that was pretty much it. I mean, I didn't really. I have a crossword app that that I've tried, but that's probably yeah, probably the only thing I use it for. But yeah, as far as maybe games and other things like that, I was looking, and I also did find some other games that I could also include if not an app, but yeah, things like that.
Yeah, I think you
If
talked about some games that were brain builders and they weren't, when I think of video games, I think of the violent type of thing. So like, I want no part of that, but
yeah, no, definitely no. Sure. Yeah, the website that I want to talk about a little bit. There's some stuff on here. Yeah, this is the site. It's called Brain Gymmer. I just found this the other day, but I noticed there are different activities on here. For example, if we go to something like this, um, yeah, it's just kind of things like yeah, look at the pattern. Things like that. I don't know if any kind of
I have another question. Are those mostly
sure.
free sites or is there?
Yeah. This one, as far as I know, is free. Uh, I haven't. I think they may ask for an account later on, but as far as I know, it's free. But yeah, that's an example of this one. I mean, there's different stuff here too. I can always for more as well. I remember I think Julie was talking about SimCity and other games with me. Yeah, things like that. So I can look into that too. But yeah, this is just kind of the website if anyone was interested. Um,
yeah, that looks like a nice one. A lot of kind of brain building things that I would guess that it's good for all ages. I certainly want to keep my memory as going
oh, same,
strong, but it looks
same.
like if you had the grandkids here, that some of this would be good for them too.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I do. Yeah, just different activities and things. But yeah, so that thank you all. If there are any questions or anything I can answer, that was pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. But I really appreciate getting to talk and also you taking the time today. And yeah, if there's any questions I can answer, I, I I'd love to. It'd be great.
Just to follow up to Julie's question, I'm always leery of clicking on anything on my computer, and is there
Sure.
any way for determining whether or not the site is legitimate? I mean, that's probably my biggest question.
Oh yeah, definitely. Uh, well, the Google's browser is pretty. I mean, compared to maybe Internet Explorer, Google kind of they do have protections and things built in. Their browser does say if or I've had times where the browser said that the site is there might be some concerns, but there's also things that can be downloaded. For example, I can bring this up. a new tab here. For example, it's called Avast. It's a free antivirus software. It scans and checks the computer if it's a free download. I've used it myself, and it's quite. There are other ones out there too. Like for example, there's I have this installed. It's Malwarebytes.
So you're kind of
Yes.
saying if you do end up making a mistake and clicking on something you shouldn't have, this will help save your computer?
Yeah, it'll scan through, and if there's anything that anything that needs to be taken care of or by the software, it'll let you know, and also actually if I could even if there be any interest, I could do a demo or something like that too, if there's any interest. But yeah, so I use Malwarebytes and things like Avast. There's also, I think it's I can't remember what off the yeah, I just remember Avast is one that I've used in the past. But yeah, no, I get what you mean, and honestly, if the websites that are I'd say most used or maybe more popular, that's kind of a way to stay I think stay on the kind of the safer side things. I use the ad block extension too, if anybody would be interested in that. Kind of it blocks advertisements and things like that as well.
Yeah,
Is there a fee for that site or for
Uh,
that?
that's actually it's free. Yeah, I don't know if I can zoom in here, but it shows that it blocks the ads that would otherwise might be on the other site. And actually, some sites they might ask that to go on the site that ad blocker is not being used because ad revenue and things like that. But for the most part, yeah, like ad block is it's what I use, and I think it's great. It's lots of
I have another question. Can you put too
oh
many
yeah.
antiviral programs on the computer that would like make Happy and Norton? And can you, if you just need one?
Yeah, I think just one should be sufficient. If it's I mean, for me personally, I try to use some of the ones that were recommended to me. For instance, the Malwarebytes and Avast, but I noticed that it seems to be pretty secure if I have Malwarebytes. I'll run that periodically, and it really does. If anyone has a Chromebook, the kind of Google's version of a laptop, the Chrome, I think it's called the Chrome operating system. It is I'm not going to say it's the most secure, but it is is quite good. I think they said there's no need for an antivirus for the Chromebooks, the other Google's laptop.
Didn't they used to say that about Apple too?
I
I
think so.
heard
Yeah,
and
it's
it didn't turn out to be true.
yeah. That I know, and I do think that there's always like things to be aware of, and try to definitely like have things like malware bytes or some other antivirus software. But in general, if the site is I'd say if the site is something like I mean, like, okay, so there's like the regular um I don't know, the other news sites like NYT or New York Times, or maybe um, Google News, stuff like that. Those I've noticed they're pretty good on security. I haven't noticed anything personally. I mean, there's advertisements and things like that, but yeah, I notice if it's going to like Amazon or Walmart.com or things like that, kind of the more I think the more popular kind of sites out there, they're definitely um, it's a good thing to do.
Do you set the antiviral scanning on a automatic time, like every
Yeah.
month or anything like that? What do you recommend?
Yeah, I think I don't remember off the top of my head. I think the malware bytes uh, scans can be scheduled. That I haven't tried. I usually try to actually this is something I'm not 100% on, so I guess we can maybe scheduled scan. I think okay, so for example, how do I schedule a scan? Oh, for example, like yeah, it does look like there are scans can be scheduled too.
How often do you recommend scanning?
I mean, just as a precaution, I try to do it. I mean, I try to do it on a pretty well, since I have ad block and the other stuff, not as much as before, but I do try to always have malware bytes installed on the computer. And if for example, like or excuse me, the
So you
for
think once a
example,
week is good for setting up a scan if you're doing the schedule, or is
oh,
that?
I think so. That would be that'd be great. Once a week, yeah, to schedule that. The Yeah, definitely. I would try to do it regularly. That could be, and for me personally, since like there's always something there's always something like kind of new in technology, and so I just kind of I kind of like to learn about the other stuff. So I'll try to maybe just download it and try to try to learn how it works, and that's just kind of I mean, there's also like documentation on the web, uh, that also and there are support. There is for some of the other products as well, things like that. But yeah, I kind of like to try things out too. Also, as far as technology and all that. So, oh, for sure. But yeah,
Great.
also.
Well, thank you so much, Jason. Boy, a lot of stuff
Thank you.
I didn't know I didn't know.
Oh, same here. Same here. I'm always learning, and I always I consider myself I like to say a lifelong learner, because there's always something I don't know, and there's always a new technology or something that somebody knows more about, and they'll teach me, or they'll tell me. So you know, but definitely, I just like to I like talking about these things, and I like sharing the what I learned. So
Yeah. So I might ask the group too, if it is, does anyone use podcasts a lot? Does anyone have a recommendation for a good app that they use for podcasts?
yeah.
Yulins, are you guys podcast listeners?
We haven't gotten into that too much.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Yeah, there's lots of
What is
podcasts.
podcast? What do you use it for?
Yeah.
So a podcast, here's an example of one that we like to listen to a lot. There's one about a TV show called The French Village. So we watch this show, and then there's a couple people who talk about it, you know, after every 2 episodes. And they say, well, can you believe what this character did? And so it's just kind of fun to hear someone else talk about this TV show. My husband has several political ones that he likes to listen to, so it, you know, gives more insight into a political landscape. So it's basically just 1 to 4 people talking about a topic, and you sit and listen. You like,
Yeah.
I've done it while working jigsaw puzzles. There are some people like to interview celebrities. So Dax Shepard is someone I'll listen to when he'll have celebrity guests. So it's kind of fun to hear those things. So yeah,
Wow.
when I walk
Oh,
up,
that's great.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one. Hey, Carol, what app do you use? Is it anything specific, or you go to a website?
Hi. I guess I just go to podcasts, and I don't know, it comes up and
Okay.
yeah. Sometimes I listen to it on the podcast thing, and sometimes I actually do go to the website and listen to it. But I used to listen to TED Talks podcast
Oh,
when I was walking, but I don't walk much anymore. I don't do that every day anyway.
yeah, that would be a good one to listen to.
I missed, what did she say?
TED Talks. You just listen to the TED Talks.
Because I would walk for 2 TED Talks. That's how long it took me to do the walk that I did. So.
And that's our coffee and conversation for today. I know I learned a few things, a couple things I didn't know I didn't know. I hope you enjoyed it as well. As always, if you have any ideas for another topic, or if you'd like to register for one of our upcoming coffee and conversations, you can either shoot me an email or go to our website. Have a great day.